So before the episode starts, I want to give a huge thank you to all subscribers, both new and old, because we just hit 2,000 on this channel. And believe me, guys, from the bottom of my heart, it's very much appreciated, because without you, I would not have the motivation or the drive to continue doing what I'm doing, putting out content for you, good, bad, otherwise, for all these months, for all of these series. And I'm not going to be stopping anytime soon because of you guys. So once again, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the episode, the series, the channel as a whole, as we continue on with our Football Manager experiment and journey. I guess you can call it a journey. So will you join me on this journey? What's up, peoples? It's Gendo here, and welcome back to the Basque Boys. As always, if you are still enjoying the series, please do go and drop a like. Now, today, it's the second leg of the Copa del Rey quarterfinals versus Barcelona, and then we'll be taking on Valencia in the league, which will then round out the transfer window. We did, in fact, make a loan out. It's not really going to affect us all that much, but I might as well just say who it's going to be after this, as well as go over the results since the last episode and see where we are factoring in the league. And that player being loaned out is currently Marco Susaeta. He has been loaned out to Genk in Belgium. The winger really, as you can see, since breaking his leg or tearing his hamstring, I forget, it was something to do with the leg, he lost a lot of physical and speed elements, so I did not feel like he was going to be starting anytime soon. I also didn't feel like he was going to be playing anytime soon. So with the bevy of youth that I have coming up, it might as well give Susaeta some first-team football out somewhere else, because he's not going to get it here. So now let's get into the matches, and there's not a lot to talk about. 2 matches in the league, 1 in the cup, and we might as well start with the cup first because it was a 4-2 victory over Barcelona at the Camp Nou. At that, we only had 3 goal scorers, Hervias, Linton Jr., and Villalibre, with Barcelona adding a tally of their own through an own goal. Darder and Luis Suarez getting a tally on the Barcelona side, but overall on the day, we had more possession, a little bit more shots. I feel like overall, both teams had decent amount of chances. We just held on to the ball for quite a bit, not allowing Barcelona to get any decent shots on target. And when they did, Ruffier was there for the majority of the time. Mental note, Messi actually came back in this match and didn't do all that bad. A 7.3 average rating, but however, he did not score, did not get an assist, and this was in fact only his second day back from that torn hamstring. To get a 7.3 on top of that, but at least we were able to nullify him to some effect, not allowing him to score on us or get an assist. So 4-2 going into the second leg and 4 away goals at that. That's going to help us out immensely and could potentially boost us into the semifinals. Getting back into the league, and we might as well start with the good news first. A 5-0 drubbing of Osasuna, with Villalibre getting himself a hat-trick, Martinez and Hervias also adding to the tally in an extremely dominant win. But against Espanyol, yes, we got a couple of goals, but the defense let us down completely in the first half as they scored 3 goals, all 3 of their goals in 9 minutes. Hervias starting the scoring off in the 8th minute, but we had to wait until the 79th until Muniain actually got one back for us. But overall, it was just a very dull affair. Nobody was really communicating or connecting the play from the back to the front. So I guess you could say this loss was deserved. It still stings. It was our first loss in the league since Real Madrid back 3 months ago. So I guess he could. And looking at the league, not much to say and not a lot of movement, as we're still in first, 4 points clear of Malaga, Barcelona, Atletico, Real Madrid making up 3rd through 5th. And not only are we doing it as a whole in the league this year, but we have several players in the top 3 in different categories, several different categories for the season. Asier Villalibre, with his hat-trick, jumped over Lukaku to lead the Pichichi standings right now with 17 goals in the season in the league. In the average rating, Villalibre is 2nd, and we got Marino in 3rd, not that bad whatsoever. And then in total assists, Muniain is actually tied with Lukaku for 2nd, having 8 in the league. Down here, player of the matches, we got Asier Villalibre tied with Lukaku and Oyarzabal with 5 for league leaders. So now we've gone through all that, let's get into today's lineup for the match versus Barcelona at home. We're going to come out the 4-3-3-V formation. Lineup as follows: Ruffier in net, Leque, Martinez, Laporte, Bonreal along the back line. San Jose is the defensive mid, with Marino and Herrera sitting in front of him. Top 3, Muniain, Hervias, Asier Villalibre. It's the bog standard first team that you've seen so many times, and it has gotten the job done for the majority of the time. Hopefully we could do that again today. We got ourselves a nice 2-goal lead. We just need to add to it. That's all we need to do. But with Messi back to full form, arm. That's probably going to wreak some havoc. MSN now fully fit once again. We just need to hold on, boys. That's all we need to do. So let's go kick off, cross our fingers, hope for the best, and see what happens. Giving them the old, this is only halftime team talk, and a lot of them looked very up to it. They looked very fired up. Hopefully that can actually translate to performance on the pitch, that we can actually hold on to this lead tie and come away with a win going through to the semifinals. 26 minutes on, we actually get our first highlight of this match. Monreal slipping it through to Muniain to the byline, and Villalibre slipping it past the post. And he gets his 26th goal of the season. It's 1-0 on the day, 5-2 on aggregate. Boys, don't stop here. Let's put Barcelona into the ground. Barcelona defense at this stage in the game is still pretty hard to break down, hence why it took 26 minutes to do it. But Muniain, a brilliant cross into Villalibre, just slipping it past Bernd Leno, getting us on the score sheet, and now let's just not stop. Let's keep it going. Monreal once again to Muniain. Can we see a carbon copy of the first goal? We do. It's a little bit shaky this time around, but it's another Muniain to Villalibre connection. 2-0 on the day, 6-2 on aggregates. That's it. It's over. We're going to see ourselves through to the semifinals of this competition. Villalibre actually smacking it off of Umtiti and deflecting into the back of the net. But hey, a goal is a goal, and I'll take them no matter how they happen. So yeah, halftime, and here we go. I'm just going to say very happy. Not going to say much of anything else. Let's just continue this on. 45 minutes to see ourselves through to the semifinals of the Copa del Rey. So Villalibre picked up a calf strain. I'm going to sub him off for John Batista. Carlos Miranda is one of my younger players from the youth system. Not going to really play him at this point in time. Might as well give it to John Batista, give him some fitness. Corner kick for Barcelona just a couple of minutes later, and into the back of the net it goes. Willian has brought Barcelona a goal back. It's 6-3 on aggregate right now. And oh boy, if they score 4 goals, it's going to extra time, because we both would have 4 away goals on the day. Defense, tighten up, boys. And now Nacho Monreal has picked up an injury. Apparently it's a bruised head, but I'm not going to take any chances. I'm going to sub him out for Yuri. Now with 22 minutes left to go in this match, we got to start to worry a little bit, because now I'm only down to 1 sub. Just about 14 minutes left to go in this match. Ball coming forward. Muniain, you can't let Darter take him off. And Messi is through. Messi takes the shot, and it's just wide. Oh, I guess he didn't calibrate his sights since coming back from his injury. Fortunate for us. And outside of the goals, I would say this match has been very uneventful. Not a lot of highlights, not a lot to talk about. A 2-1 solid win on the day versus Barcelona, 6-3 on aggregate, and that sees ourselves through to the semifinals of the Copa del Rey, where I believe we're going to be taking on Real Sociedad. I'm going to have to check the tree results, but now some good stuff, though, on the day. Athletic winning in the quarterfinals. Villalibre out. Yeah, this is what I needed to worry about. He's going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks with a calf strain. So once again, John Batista is going to be taking over for him for the next couple of weeks. And oh, shit, I didn't even know John Batista pulled his hamstring. When did that happen? Because it didn't show up. It did not show up at all during the match. Did you see it? Because I certainly didn't. It must have been like right at the death of the match. Well, that's a bummer. So now I'm going to have to try and pull one of my youth strikers. If not Luis Martos, then Carlos Miranda. That's not good. Monreal's going to be out 3 to 5 days. That's not too bad. But we are, in fact, going to be taking on Sociedad in the semifinals of the Copa del Rey. Oh, that's just great. All right, since it looks like we're going to have to play him, let's get a breakdown of what our new striker is going to be. Carlos Miranda is a 17-year-old striker that has a lot of pace. I brought him in because of his pace. Bought him in from Rayo for a fee of 700,000 euro at the very beginning of this past summer window. Didn't really feel he would factor in much. He was just going to be a developmental project. And always thought that Luis Martos, you remember Luis Martos, he's currently sitting in Bilbao right now, and I can't bring him up because of that. Luis Martos is far and away going to be the backup striker in the future. Carlos Miranda, I like that he is very pacey. He could potentially be a winger down the road, but today he's going to have to be my #1 striker. But hey, 16 pace, 18 acceleration, you can't fault him for that. He's a natural poacher. His finishing, got to have a little work on that. 9 for finishing. Decent composure, decent off the ball, and okay technical skills for a 17-year-old. But yeah, this is all we got right now. He is the best of the rest. And with Barcelona continuing to win in the league, that's going to put a lot of pressure on us to continue winning in the league as well. We just need to continue stacking those wins, draws at the very worst. We don't want to have a repeat of Espanyol because that would just be utter catastrophe. So that being said, taking on Valencia at home, and we're going to go with the 4-2-3-1 lineup as follows. Ruffier is going to be in between the sticks, Leque, Martinez, San Jose, and Yuri because of the injury to Monreal. We're going to have Linton Jr. and Marino going to be as our two center mids. We're going to actually bring Herrera off the bench because he's not fully fit. The three attacking mids will be Muniain and Chausti and Hervias. Sitting up top, Carlos Miranda in his... It's not a debut because he did play in the Cup, but it's his first match in the league. So we can only hope for the best for him. So let's go kick off and see what happens. I would think that a 17-year-old leading the line is not going to garner the results that I would like. But like I said, we have really no choice at this point in time. And I would have brought up Luis Martos if he himself wasn't injured as well down the Bilbao squad. So that's why we're just left with Carlos. And Valencia is actually shutting up shop on their side. They have a 4-2-3-1 as well, but they're using two defensive mids. So they are understanding that we're going to be coming out and attacking them, so they're just trying to shut up shop. And not much to say in the entirety of this first half, as there hasn't been anything. No highlights, no nothing. We've had 5 shots, apparently, but nothing deemed worthy of showing a highlight. So at the half, the only real disappointing performance I see is Carlos Miranda, but if we're not getting shots and we're not getting the ball up to him, of course he's not going to have a very high rating. But overall, everyone's playing fairly average. I don't know if I want to just drop down to counter and allow Valencia onto us. I think we're just going to stay up and attack and just yell at my boys saying they're not good enough. So I want to see something different, and let's see if we can get ourselves a goal and get 3 points. 52 minutes on, and we finally get our first highlight. Ball coming forward into the attacking zone. In Chausti to Muniain, takes a shot. Okay, that curled into the goalkeeper, but he somehow didn't save it. Whatever, I'll take it. It's 1-0 to the club. Just left there with my mouth agape, I should say, for the shot that Muniain took through 2 defenders. Costil did get a hand to it, but it just was not strong enough to keep it out, and just like that, we got ourselves a lead. Pablo Hervias has picked up a damaged foot, and while it is only an orange-level injury, I'm not going to risk it. I am, in fact, going to take him off. Unfortunately, the next best player to replace him is in Chausti, and then I'm going to have a little bit of a tough time trying to figure out who to put in this role in the center. It would have to be Ander Herrera, but at the same time, he's not really someone I want to put in that attacking mid role. So what we are going to do is we're just going to swap the formation entirely, and we're going to go with a 4-3-3, the 4-3-3 flat, and I'm just going to switch players around, if you do not mind. Herrera and Linton will swap sides, and yeah, we're going to be going with this formation throughout the rest of the match. Corner kick coming in, Muniain falls down into the box. Inchausti smacks it off of the goalkeeper. Is that an own goal? No, they are going to give it to Inchausti, and the young 20-year-old getting his second goal of the season, doubling the lead for the club with 66 minutes on the clock. Let's take a look at this again. It was just pinballed around, and even with the Inchausti shot, it pinballed off a defender into the back of the net. So a lot of craziness going on, but we'll take the goal. Like I said, I don't care if they're clean, they're dirty. Just give me the goals. I mean, with Valencia just doing everything in their power to just keep everything tight at the back, I don't see them being a very attacking threat for the last 7 or 8 minutes. And actually, it's 2 minutes left on the clock. It's a foul in the box. And Valencia have given up a penalty with 2 minutes left to go in this match. Number 12, is that it? Okay, it is Mikel Merino, number 12, stepping up to take this penalty. He doesn't take very many penalties, but he slots it into the back of the net, and he makes it 3-0, and it's very much all done and dusted, this match is. Yeah, new penalty taker. I think Marino is stepping in as a platoon duty. I don't have him set as one of my penalty takers, but if he shows that he can continue taking penalties like this, then gone are the days of penalty misses on camera, and I'll be happy, very happy with that. And the ref's going to be blowing his full-time whistle. A very solid, convincing 3-0 victory against Valencia to keep ourselves at the top of the table. Good win, boys. That puts us now 5 points clear of Barcelona. Real Madrid is starting to sneak back up into the top 3, as you can see right there. But we're only halfway through the season. A lot of time and a lot of matches left to go to further, make this table definitive. It's not definitive right now. We could very well lose that first place spot. As much as I don't want to, I'm almost expecting it at this point in time. Alright, so now I come to a dilemma of what I want to show you guys for the next episode. I want you guys to tell me in the comments below. These are what the 2 options are going to be. Because I got Sociedad in the semifinal second leg that could determine if we go to the Copa del Rey final. We got Barcelona in the league. Then we got Juventus in the first knockout round. And it's going to be at home too. So really, the options are, do I show Barcelona Sociedad or do I show Barcelona Juventus? Because one option is, yes, you're getting the Champions League match, but the other option is potential to, see ourselves beat our rivals and get through to a Copa del Rey final. If I do that option, we're not going to be doing the first round knockout leg of the Champions League. We'll be then doing the second leg in the next episode. So guys, please let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you want to see? Sociedad Barcelona or Barcelona Juventus? But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of this episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, as always, if you did, please go and leave a like on the video, share, subscribe, and all that jazz. And comment below on what you thought about today's episode or the series as a whole. I appreciate every single comment that you guys put down. Once again, thank you very much for 2,000 subs. Very much appreciated. Let's keep it going, boys. Want to try and hit 3,000 before the end of the summer. That's the goal right now. Try and hit 3,000 before the end of the summer. Can we do it? I have faith in you guys. But anyway, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.